We've always wanted to go. Anyone who's ever been to California's Channel Islands describes the experience as incredible, unimaginable and inspiring. There couldn't have been a more ideal launching point for our 3-day weekend venture than staying in Oxnard at one of the California coast's most scenic resorts. Before checking in, we paid a visit to Oxnard's impressively unique California Welcome Center. Spacious, well-stocked and full of great information, the center even features a Ventura County wine tasting experience. Hilton Embassy Suites Mandalay Beach was the perfect place to relax and unwind in a serene, magnificent setting celebrating the California laid-back vibe. There's nothing better than listening to waves crashing along the shore from a lovely oceanfront suite with lots of room to spread out. But getting out of the room to explore this magnificent property is a definite must-do. Sprawling generously across 812 acres, the resort is fronted by an uncrowded, unspoiled powdery white sand beach sporting towering palms and grassy sand dunes. The Mediterranean-inspired facility also boasts a sparkling outdoor heated pool with cascading waterfalls and 2 whirlpool spas. Tropical splendor abounds everywhere at this lovely California coastal getaway. The interior courtyard features multi-leveled waterfalls and gardens perfect for strolling and exploring. And every evening, the hotel offers a hosted reception in a lush tropical atrium by the pool with complimentary light snacks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic libations. Adventuring in Santa Cruz's picturesque Ventura Harbor is just a 10-minute drive from the resort. And it's where we checked in with island packers for our kayaking adventure to Channel Islands National Park. After a comfortable 90-minute scenic ferry ride, intermittently escorted by pods of dolphins, we landed in Santa Cruz's remote Scorpion Harbor. Santa Cruz is the largest of 8 islands which make up the Channel Islands archipelago. These islands, often called America's Galapagos, were first colonized by the Chumash and Tongva Native Americans 13,000 years ago. The rich, biodiverse destination is home to more than 2,000 plants and animals, many so endemic to the island they can be found nowhere else in the world. Several trails ranging from flat, well-maintained routes to rugged mountainous paths traverse the island's eastern portion, providing visitors like us with several spectacular hiking opportunities. We saw several Santa Cruz scrub jays, small island fox, and a great variety of plants and wildflowers. But it was the views at the top that made the hike worthwhile with their spectacular coastal vistas. Camping reservations are required for those wishing to spend more than a day. These are the island's only accommodations. All food must be brought in as there are no stores or restaurants. After fitted with wetsuits, life jackets, helmets, and instructions, our small group led by a well-versed professional tour guide headed out for a 3-hour sea kayaking adventure. And were we ever treated to a picture-perfect day of experience on the crystalline waters surrounding the island. Sculpted by the relentless ocean surge, some of the most beautiful sea caves in the world are located along the Santa Cruz shoreline. Sea states and tide luckily worked in our favor, and we were able to access many of them and witness their magnificent splendor. Paddling through waves and over a few rocks, we entered several small grottos and more cavernous openings. Each cave carved into the towering cliffs seemed better than the one before. Though we'd heard them described by others, nothing could replace seeing these natural wonderments for ourselves. If the sea caves weren't amazing enough, we witnessed our first ocean blowhole up close and personal. The blowhole is caused when powerful waves hit the coast and water rushing into the cave's crevices bursts back out in a high-pressure release. The phenomenon is accompanied by a booming sound and, in our case, a wide, horizontal spray. The water shooting 100 feet forward and 50 feet high was one of the most impressive productions the guide had seen in over a year. Lucky for us that conditions were just right that day. The kayaking excursion yielded many such unforgettable memories. For a more in-depth understanding of the islands, the Channel Islands Maritime Museum on the Oxnard waterfront contains a treasure trove of maritime artifacts, impressive ship models, and seascape masterpieces. The oldest painting in the collection dates back to 1622, nearly 400 years ago. Exhibits celebrate not only maritime history but also the magnificent marine life found in Ventura County's coastal waters. Dining in Oxnard, breakfast is included in the hotel stay, but the buffet presented by Embassy Suites was impressive. From a multitude of fruits, yogurts, cereals, and pastries to hot choices, the buffet also includes an omelette station with daily specials. Coastal Grill is the hotel's restaurant for lunch or dinner, providing a casual atmosphere with massive windows overlooking the stunning grounds. The family-friendly eatery showcases locally caught seafood and innovative cuisine. Bartenders specialize in tropical cocktails, but craft beers, mules, and wines are also available. Mac and cheese with a Gruyere and Jack cheeses and Nuski's bacon, and Brussels sprouts with bacon, balsamic and parmesan were perfect starters. We shared the incredibly tender, juicy bistro flank steak topped with romesco and served with heirloom potatoes in order to make room for dessert. McConnell's fine ice creams from Santa Barbara are featured at Coastal Grill, and the Eureka Lemon and Marionberry was light and a perfect end to a very enjoyable meal. Dinner at Mequeca Brazilian cuisine is a must-do when visiting Oxnard. Located in the Channel Islands Marina, overlooking boats and yachts of all sizes, the restaurant's offerings are so flavorful, it's guaranteed you'll want a repeat performance. Mequeca is actually a Brazilian fish stew slowly cooked and served in handcrafted clay pots. Andre, our Brazilian server, had us start with cabeça grata, nata, seasoned scallops in half-shell crusted with parmesan and oven-baked. We could have licked the platter clean. Mequeca de Lagosta con camarão, lobster tails with large shrimp came highly recommended, and was absolutely delectable. My hubby selected the picanha grelhada, a mouth-watering Brazilian sirloin seasoned in rock salt, grilled to perfection and served with white rice, black beans, and fried yuca. Another winner to say the least. Our tummies said we were done, but our server entreated us to at least try a few bites of the mousse de maracuja, passion fruit, and mousse of chocolate. Both were light, airy and delightful. Needless to say, everything about our weekend adventure exceeded expectations. Oxnard was the perfect home base to venture out, and the Channel Islands were better than we could have ever imagined. Dutch travel writer J. Martin Troost said, "Paradise was always over there, a day's sail away. I'm glad we found it."